Hello, Virgo. I'm doing something a little different. I've never really done these readings before. I'm usually doing my Divine Union readings, my weekly readings. But I decided to do, I feel like I've been guided to do readings for the astrological signs for the major moon phases. So it's your full moons and your new moons. Because those times can be quite tumultuous. So I'm feeling that I need to kind of try to give a little extra guidance for those times so we can use that time to our advantage, all those energies to our advantage instead of being taken advantage of by those crazy energies. So what I've been doing is laying out 3 cards. I have a little music on in the background. I hope that's not too loud. I hope we can still hear each other. I hear each other. I hope you can still hear me over it. So, anyway, I'm going to be doing 3 cards of the Angel Tarot by Doreen Virtue. I'll do 3 cards of that to get our message. Because of the nature of this full moon, it's a full moon in Capricorn, which is the thunder moon, which is going to definitely have effects on the weather. But they're saying that it's actually also just going to be a very kind of chaotic and tumultuous time. It's actually going to be affecting relationships as well. So I'm also going to pull 1 romance angel card just to give you a little message for what you can expect, and kind of help you navigate these energies so you can get through it smoothly with your relationships and everything. All right, so I'm gonna go right into it. I'm gonna lay out my 3 cards. All right. What messages do we have for Virgo for the full moon? Okay, we got our 3 cards. I'll let me pull them down here so you can see them. All right. So, let's see what messages we have for Virgo for the full moon. We have the 4 of Earth. Okay. Ooh. Awakening. And the 10 of Water. Ah, interesting. Okay, so the message I'm getting, I'm feeling that this is not the typical explanation for this card. I'm feeling that this, which is typically the Four of Pentacles in the original Rider-Waite, is... I'm not feeling that, because I'm feeling for... It does tend to mean good with business, and that's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling practical. I'm feeling that this is a practical. You're being very practical, which is kind of like a Virgo. You're being practical with your finances, but I'm feeling just in general. I'm feeling there's a balance as well. There's a balance. You're being practical, you're planning. Feeling planning. It's another thing I was getting. Planning and practical. Let's see if there's another message here. So I'm feeling that there is, but I'm not hearing anything. Okay, I'm feeling be careful. Maybe you are being too cautious. It says too cautious with money. Maybe you are being too cautious. Maybe you are being too practical. And not kind of looking at the big picture. Maybe you're saving too much when you should be maybe giving of your time and money and energy, and you're just kind of hoarding it a little bit. I feel that's possible. So then the next one is awakening, which is a 12, which becomes a 3. 1 plus 2 is 3. And this is about looking at things in a different perspective. I believe this is actually the Tower in the traditional Rider-Waite. Let me just double check that for you. Oh, it's actually the Hanged Man. Sorry, it's the Hanged Man. I forget that sometimes. But I'm not feeling that the traditional Hanged Man. Awakening. You're seeing things clearly. You're seeing things, no, maybe not so clearly, because there is a lot of fog on this card. It's very foggy and it's misty. It's very hard to see on this card. So, you're seeing things differently. That's what it is. You're seeing things a little differently. Maybe you're finally seeing that maybe you're being a little too cautious and a little too practical with what you're doing, and you're not using your money or using your gifts for the good because you're afraid of losing it. Maybe you are seeing that, but you are seeing things from a new perspective. You're getting a different perspective. And then you're getting the Ten of Water, which is the family, like that happy family. And I'm definitely feeling that here. I'm definitely feeling happy and playful and, lighthearted energy. Let me see if I can get a little extra message here to kind of tie the three of them together, because they almost don't look like they would go together. Okay. Okay. So here's the story that seems to be playing out for me. This is, you're practical. You are maybe a little too cautious with your money. You don't really give it very easily. And then now you're possibly seeing things from a different perspective. Like, oh, maybe I should have spent money for the kids, or maybe I should have spent money on this nice vacation, or maybe I should have spent money on this or that, or given my money to this cause, or what have you. Maybe you're seeing it from a different perspective and like, oh yeah, maybe I should have done that. And I feel that by seeing this and realizing this, you've kind of opened a door. You've kind of opened up to this. And maybe now you're finally like, oh, this is what I needed. Let me see. I definitely feel like this might have a romantic connotation, a relationship. For anybody who's single, I'm feeling like this might be, you were holding yourself away. You weren't going out. You weren't really doing anything because you were afraid of spending too much money. You didn't really put yourself out there. And you're now starting to see that. So you're like, okay, well, that's what I need to do. That's what I need to change. And maybe this is what the full moon's going to do. Maybe the full moon is actually going to help you to see things from a different perspective. And be able to say, oh, that's what I was doing. I wasn't putting myself out there. I wasn't doing this because I was afraid of spending money. I was holding on to my money too tightly. So, because of that awakening, because you're seeing things from that different perspective, you will find somebody. I'm feeling that possibly someone will be coming into your life. So this might be a new person, a new relationship, something that you've wanted, something that you've been looking for. Because it's a happy family. It's completely content and happy and rewarding. So this is what you've been looking for. But I'm feeling that the full moon is what's going to help shake it up and help you to see things in a different perspective. So just take heed of the energies, what you're feeling, and try to keep yourself at a higher vibration. Pardon me. Try to keep yourself at a higher vibration so that when this full moon comes in, and it does that work. It works on you. That energy, it'll do a number on you. Once it does that, I'm feeling like this is what's going to come out of it. So let me see if I can maybe get an extra little message here for that. Maybe I can kind of confirm this for you with one of these. All right. So, what message do you have for Virgo for the full moon in regards to romance and relationships? Ooh, hello. Oh, okay. This makes sense. We found heart-to-heart conversations. This is, honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. But here's the thing. When this popped out, it popped out, and the first thing that came, the first words I heard were, talk to yourself. Have a heart-to-heart conversation with yourself in regards to love, because this will help your love life by having an honest conversation with yourself. You decide what you want and what you don't want, and you can put your energy into what you want. If you want to do it with a vision board or what have you, put your energy into what you want. By having this conversation with yourself, you are able to understand yourself better. And you could bring this happy family relationship into your life. But you need to do that. You need to have that internal dialogue. You need to be in touch with yourself. You need to go within in order to get this wake-up call and finally get this relationship that you've been seeking. All right? Wow. I feel like that's what this moon is doing. It seems like it's just really shaking people up and actually giving us something really great after that sudden shakeup. It's kind of making us see what we're doing and kind of all that negative stuff just kind of drops away. It shakes us. It's like it's shaking all the money out of our pockets and all the stuff that we don't need. And it's getting rid of all that extra stuff we don't need anymore. And then just giving us something that we really want, that we really need in our life. And that's beautiful. So, Virgo, I hope you have a wonderful full moon and a great week. It's 4th of July tomorrow. I'm recording this on the 3rd, so it might actually, I'm not sure if I'll have this up until the 4th, but have a great 4th of July if you are in the US. And the next video is going to be the Divine Union. I'm going to have my Divine Union video up for either Wednesday or Thursday, however that works out for me. But I'll have the Divine Union reading up, and then I'm going to be doing your new moon video for the 23rd. I should have that up before the 23rd, so you can kind of get an idea of how everything's working before it actually comes up at you. All right, so again, have a great week. I hope this all works out for you. I hope it works out just the way I said it did. So if you want to leave me a comment, like and share and subscribe, and let your friends know, that would be great. I would really appreciate that. So have a great one, Virgo, and hopefully we'll see you soon.